Hello everybody! Welcome back to another fan fiction episode. If you're wondering what this is our GM turn for the play-by-post that we do over on our Discord channel. If you want to check it out and join in, head on over to discord.gg/Henley. Now that the shilling's out of the way, let's get into the thrilling. Does that work? Can I say thrilling? Yeah? Okay, cool. Let's go with that. Alright, so Act 5 we are up to. Let's just drag this bitch over here. Alright, so this act will be for those who are not asleep right now, which I think the only person of that is Olga, Lavender T's character. Those that have chosen to brave the night of the Maelstrom, you find yourself unable to trust your senses. The night offers you no rest as you keep seeing silhouettes of individuals. Screams and shouts can be heard over the next few hours in any populated area. Nancy, who has always had a love for books ever since she was young, I'm going to put on my glasses, had never really been a social person. She turns 84 this year, but her whole life has been mostly spent alone. The only place she wanted to be when the shit hit the fans was the library, and she was relieved to see it empty during this time of confusion. She eagerly entered the world of stories and was happy to wait it out right here. Her peace was disturbed by three men who accused each other of drugs and other young people problems. She hid and they eventually left. Back to her books she returned. At some point, however, she woke, felt a chill to her bones, and found herself bloody and bruised. Cuts lined her forehead, and the pain was exquisite. Nothing she had ever felt before. Gone was the security of the library as she woke standing alone on the highway. Her screams fell on deaf ears. Welcome to the endless night of Blackwell County. I hope you won't miss the sun because you won't be seeing it for a long time. Your story continues 9 hours later. If you slept, welcome to the next day without sun. If you didn't, describe your long and terrible nighttime. Time frame 2 hours. Global boost dice. ZR. Alright, so, I think we have less people in this one for some reason. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. We have less people. That's okay. Let's open these bitches up. So we got the Blind Watchman, aka Tyler Blackmar. We have Rigger, which is Ronald Cullen, I believe. Yes. Next is Lavender T, aka Olga. Dr. Sirius, who is Zachary Blackwell. Fire Defense Guy, who is Paul Abernathy. And Heavy Metal Madman, also known as Samuel the Motherfucker Davis. Okay, so first things first, we're going to give out experience points to everyone who participated today. So that's Samuel Davis, Paul Abernathy, Zachary Blackwell, Olga, and Ronald von Victor von Magic Booty Man, and Tyler Blackmar. Okay, so John Stern is the one we're missing today. That's okay. Okay, and now let us roll some initiative. Now, before we actually get started on this, I'm going to this is going to reboot the API because last time we had a problem with the actual with dice being rolled incorrectly. So we're just gonna restart the sandbox real quick. And then once we have that, we can get started. It's gonna be good. Hope the old lady returns one day. Yeah, maybe. I just like pointing out the fact that you guys are being complete butts to NPCs. Well, at least the people that were in the room with her. Okay, is that it? We good? I think we're good. Launch game. Here we go. Back into the action. Now I have to open all the character sheets again. Fuck. Alright, music. There we go. Olga, Paul, Ronald, Emma, Zachary. Team notes and Game Master. Okay. Cool. Alright, so let's start with Olga. Okay, let's go. Nice. Whoa. See, why can't you get that roll in a normal roll? That's insane. So 2-1 with 2 crits. Okay. I think by definition we need to put her first. Zachary, Blackwell. I don't think really we need, like, there's no booster, so is it even worthwhile rolling these? Who knows? Let's roll them anyway. It might come up. Yep, that's correct. So this is Zachary Blackwell. He needs 2 successes. It's the same as his last one. Oh my god. Weird. Alright, Tyler Blackwell. 2 green. Alright. 1 and 1. Alright. Okay. So far it's just straight down the line. Samuel Davis. Let's see what you got. 1 yellow, 2 green. Okay, so that's 1 and 3. Push you above Tyler Blackmore. Alright, Ronald. 1. Oh, see, that's an incorrect cool roll right there. That's a better one. I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. Like, is there something wrong with this API or something like that? There must be, because I reset it and everything, and it still wasn't giving me the right answers. You know, so that puts him. Tyler Blackmar. What did Tyler Blackmar have? Tyler Blackmar is still last. Mostly because he doesn't have a trained thing in cool. Alright, and the last person to roll is Paul Abernathy. Three and 1. Okay. So that's 2 and 2. Which technically puts you at the top. But man, Olga's roll was just insane. Anyway. Fighter Pants goes first. Okay. Did you guys all like roll again? Because if you didn't fucking tell me the order, it's gonna be a nightmare to try and sort this out again. You would have banged that old broad? What? Gross. I guess not. I don't know what it is. The long night, the long and tedious night, or the lack of a phone call. But for some reason, he just couldn't wake up. What phone call are you talking about here? Paul is going to sleep in, seeing as there's no one to wake him, and no phone call. Assuming I got some rest last night. However, any loud sounds will wake him, and he'll immediately pull a gun on the door that leads him to the room he was sleeping in. I don't know what that's about, Paul Abernathy. I don't know what that's about. What did you do last? So you're with Tyler, and you're with Rigger as well. So what is Blind Watchman doing? Okay. And what is Brigadoon? Okay, so it doesn't matter. I just don't know what it is, what phone call it is that you're talking about, so I'm sorry. Alright, well, you rest. That's fine. You recover your 6th strain if you make it through the night. So I'll set that up now. Actually, we'll leave it there, because you guys... Oh, no, we'll remove the 6th strain. It's fine. I'm sure I'll remember to fix it if it comes up next time. Okay, so that was easy. Olga. Olga. Little girl opens her eyes. Above her, 2 hands appear from the darkness, clutching tarot cards. While it is shuffling... 2 hands appear above her head in the darkness, clutching tarot cards. While it is shuffling cards, Olga gets up and moves backwards a little bit. The first card reveals the 3 of Swords. Poor Shabby. Someone betrayed you? It doesn't matter now. Past is in the past. Let's see your present. Oh. 9 of Swords. Shabby. Poor Shabby. Maybe your future will be bright. Hand lays down the 3rd card on the ground. There's no depiction on it. Little Olga comes closer to it with increased curiosity. I'm just gonna move this over here so I can read it properly. Wait, what will be the future? Buzz, buzz, buzz. And a swell of locusts come running around the... a swell of locusts comes from the girl. From the card, sorry. Girl screams and starts to run from this thing towards the light. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Run, run, run. She runs out of the gypsy tent pursued by the locusts, and they don't stop. Buzz, buzz. Stop, you bitch. Olga looks back. No bugs now. There's a crowd of people with skewed, mad faces. She's out of breath. Will I die? I don't want to. Olga stumbles on something and falls. I don't want to die. And silence. Olga cautiously comes back. All people turn into statues, mad faces frozen in place. Their wild eyes are staring on her. Olga slowly approaches them and gingerly touches one of them. Cold. They will not turn back now. You know, it's pitiful to see how people kill each other, sighs a female voice. The girl turns back to see a firefly. It looks like a locket, but much bigger. The surreal creature strangely calms her. It approaches her and gives her a piece of paper. There is a drawing of a devil tarot card. Look closer, my love. Look, sings the firefly with a female divine voice, with a feminine divine voice, I guess. The chains around the necks are loose, and it could be easily removed. Yes, child, you are in chains, but you can break from the gilded cage once and forever. Oh, is it rain starting? Olga looks at the sky, drops of rain gently touch her face. Salt? Sounds of rain soothes as it brings with a blissful calm. The drawing in her hand gets wet. The depiction of the devil starts to turn black. I am a little confused as to what it is you're trying to get at with the salt stuff, but that's okay. I assume that was your dream, considering you slept last time, so yeah. No action listed on the sheet, so that's fine. We'll still give you XP for that, because you participated, and you gave us some sweet things. Lore, I guess. A Dr. Sirius, aka Zachary Blackwell. Come on, Zach whined. He fed $1 into the vending machine and selected a bag of crunchy Bens. I guess chips. The steel ring twirled and prepared to deliver him some zesty garlic goodness, only for it to become stuck. Motherfucker. He looked left, he looked right, no one was looking, and he shoulder checked the machine, and down came his crunchy Bens, a pack of gum, and a nutrient bar. He stowed them away in his bag for later. It was better than the hospital food he had, and he was lucky he'd even got that with a number of people here. He was tired, grumpy, acting only on instinct now. Charles was his main contact in town for jobs, and he had to go get himself a voodoo curse or whatever. What was he to do? Steal some shit on his own? Possible, but he'd need buyer first. buyers first. And like hell, that wasn't going to happen with looters and rioters around. Staying in the hospital wasn't going to do him any good. It was safe here, but the longer he stayed, the less likely his disguise would hold up with his subpar medical knowledge. He had a few ideas rolling around in his head, but there was one thing he could get answered while he was here. He went down 2 floors to the local diagnosticans. Diagnosticans. It's like the plural of diagnostics. Hunting for one that looked pliable. Local diagnosticans? Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about that word. Hunting for one that looked pliable. After seeing himself in the mirror, Zach ruffled up his clothes and ran his fingers through his hair to give himself a more disheveled look. Right now, he was just another overworked person trying to do the right thing. He was a brother in a time of crisis. And half the value of selling a disguise was looking like you belonged there. Zach offered a stick of gum to the doctor, getting a tired look in return. It was gratefully accepted. Look, I know you guys are busy, and I've got to get back out there. Do you know anything about the storm? About what the storm's doing to people? You can at least spread the word to our friends out there to keep them informed. Zach will use deception to convince the doctor to tell him about the storm's effect on people, or point to someone who knows. Interesting. All right. I'll give you a blue Dynast for that. This will be a 2 purple. Both your disguise and the fact that you've placated them. Very good. I like it. Wait, no, that's the wrong sheet, Dave. There we go. This sheet. Nope, wrong sheet again. This sheet. Found the sheet. 2 purple, 1 blue. And you want to use deception. Oh, you're pretty good at deception. Alright. Yeah, resounding success. Alright. So, with a success like that, you take another strain on board. And basically the doctor looks at you and he just takes his glasses off, puts the stick of gum in his mouth, and says, "It's the strangest thing. The people that have been affected by the fog, or the maelstrom, whatever it is that we're calling it, they appear to be victims of just like severe electrical shock. Do you see how he like pulls back a sheet, right? Well, I guess he has photographs because you're not in the morgue, right? So that'd be unsanitary. He has photographs of like a couple of deceased people. And he's like, do you see how the veins are hardened? And it seems like from the point of impact, they appear to be like branching out. Yeah, it's almost like the blood has been completely hardened by the electrical discharge from the storm. Some of the people, the more affected ones, and then he like points to another picture, which is literally just like a dude whose skin is completely red. It's just like, yeah, severe burns from the head down. It seems like he stayed in the maelstrom for way too long, and he was just completely burned alive. His insides are all like crispy as well. He turns back to you and he's like, if you have to spread the word about the maelstrom, my suggestion would be to stay the fuck away from it. He puts his glasses back on and goes back to his paperwork. He's like, oh, and one more thing. We can't really do a whole lot for burn victims in the hospital. My suggestion would be to have them stay at home and just wait it out in some cool water. There's not much we can do about the actual burn itself, but at least they'll feel comfortable, I guess. And yeah, that's where we'll leave that. Okay, good stuff. I like that. That was good. All right, Samuel Davis is next. Sammy beat the ever-loving dog pissed out of his assailants. Get some, motherfuckers! He drew upon every ounce of his bar-brawling instincts he had in his body, and he didn't stop until both men were writhing on the ground. That's why you dick lickers shouldn't fuck with the king of Lakeside Drive. Woo! Sammy ran off with adrenaline pumping through his body. Dick lickers. That's good. Sammy ran for several blocks until the adrenaline wore off. Oh, fuck. He plopped himself down next to a... he plopped down on a nearby stoop, gasping for air. I could use a cigarette. After collecting himself, he pondered the next move. Nobody was around and it was getting dark. It's 100% dark right now. I might need... Oh, wait. No, you always do text in the past. That's right. I might need to show off getting high for now. He needed somewhere to go, but all avenues seemed exhausted. Thinking some more on what brought Sammy to the obvious solution. I could always go back to the apartment. What's Miss Long going to do? Call the police? Not in the societal collapse. He leaned back on the steps and if she gives me any trouble, I'll hand her that Hot 100 I found. I'm sure that's worth a night or two. Sammy began to his long trek down across town. Along the way, he heard screams echo around the city. Nothing more than the new order, he thought. One day, a weird cloud rolls in and everyone loses their minds. This is some wrath of God type shit. Sammy didn't waste any time getting back home. Eventually, he was back inside the apartment block. Sammy crept his way upstairs, trying to make as little noise as possible. Once inside the apartment, he barricaded the door. I'd like to see any looting motherfucker getting in now. With the construction complete, Sammy retired to the master bedroom. He curled up on his mattress with a fifth of whiskey and drifted off to the land of dreams. I'd like to use sleep. Cool. Alright then. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Samuel Davis recovers 5 strain. Also recovers the 1 wound you have. Cool. You're back to square one, baby. Baby! Alright, Ronald, aka Rigger. What's up? Let's see what Ronald's doing. Well, it appears these are the wrong sorts of people. The first man demanding a gentleman relinquish his cane, and furthermore, to reveal my wares, which he dismissed as magic stuff. How uncivilized. The second man, who is a liar, that claims not to be impressed by my spectacular show, but the critics and reviews of that run say it was nearly impossible. How disappointing. While they may have offered me lodgings, their unstable and untrustworthy nature, and not as inviting as an offer to stay at a residence should be. On the contrary, I'd rather think that these men may be a little more unhinged, and yet somehow I'm the one lacking in sobriety. Unthinkable. The weather outside is rather ghastly, and ever more intriguing. There is an ominous feel of the dangers outside, but by the same measure, there is not so much feeling of safety in here either with these citizens. I dare say I may as well brave the storm. The imposing darkness, just as hospitable as these men at this point. At least I don't feel specifically targeted by it. Yes, despite its rudeness, I believe I will leave. Perhaps in the future these men will consider the value of a good first impression. I dare say I've given them plenty of leeway already. After a short while of tolerating these men, Victor will just walk out the door without warning, collecting his cane on the step outside and attempting to head a short distance to the car despite the storm, with the intention of trying to lock himself inside and sleep. Failing the ability to do that, he was ride out the night hours there, taking comfort in a confined but familiar place. It's not like sleeping in a car in a weird place is anything new for a previously amateur showman trying to find his first break. Alright, so you want to sleep? That was a roundabout way of saying that, but okay, let's see what you got. 3 strain. Yep, you can recover that very easily, my man. Congratulations. You sleep in a car, and you wake a couple hours later, feeling refreshed. Well, as refreshed as you can get. Last but not least, we have Tyler Blackmore, aka the Blind Watchman. This was going to be a long night. He had thought that though before he'd had that thought before, but usually he'd hide that from himself by drinking. Not tonight. Tonight, all manners of demons would come out, including his. As he is staring out the window, he sits down and falls asleep. Undetermined number of years ago. Okay, right. Fucker, Tyler yells, slamming his fist on the wall. How could he... Fuck. Tyler had just gotten home from that hellhole that the military sent him and went to meet his family, only to have his brother yell at him for being in the war and all the things that Bert said. Tyler wasn't going back to them, so he went to some shitty nowhere country. That's where he met the only woman he would ever love. He felt he would love. That's where he met her. The only woman he felt he would love. That's where he met Sarah. Tyler passes out from the mental strain of the day. Without the alcohol to hold off, Tyler is reliving his past and the shit that comes with it. Alright. 8 strain recovered, my man. You had the most strain of them all, I think. Alright, so literally everyone sleeps now. Sahara. Yeah. So literally everyone sleeps. Alright. Well, that's good. We will pick it up, I guess, Monday. Yeah. So I'll post the final acts sometime over the weekend. It's also worth pointing out that this is the last GM turn for the week. If you want to join in, you can. I will be posting the total XP that everyone has on the Discord. If you want to go ahead and make some purchases over the weekend, you will need to include that in your next post as well as the act that you do. And yeah, I guess that's where we'll leave this one. All right, so we'll be back in just a little bit. I'm going to swap over to Yakuza 0 now because that game is Bay AF. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again on Monday for more fan fiction. Until then, you stay safe. Cover that strain.